This next amateur fight has a weight limit of 82 kilograms and is scheduled for three 3-minute rounds. Please welcome first, fighting out the blue corner, Kees Voerhuis.
So what do you think of the fight so far, Hilton?
Fights have been really good so far. A lot of action. Good. It seems to be a fairly good level as well. I mean, we're still coming from amateur. A lot of people making their debuts as well. So it's been really good so far. Been enjoying it, and luckily we got the best seats in the house as well.
Yeah, the atmosphere is great here. If you've attended a show at their previous venue, there wasn't race seating. There's race seating here today, and you know, you get a full action, big screen, blood and guts.
Yeah, and a pretty packed house, to be honest with you. Just looking around now, a lot of people here, and we haven't even started the pro fights yet. So looks good. Great turnout, great atmosphere. Definitely a step up from the old Italian club that we've been at previously.
Yeah, if you're streaming at home in your undies, eating Doritos, maybe next time try to come out to the show and experience it. It's electrifying.
Also, if you're watching at home, this is Aaron and I's debut, so if you like us, let us know. If you don't like us, let us know as well. We'd love to get some feedback on the process and what you think of the commentary. Yeah.
I, for one, would not like to read any negative stuff, so if you want to direct that at Hilton,
no
any
problem.
complaints, sure, send it to him.
So we've got Kees. Is this Kees? Yep. Kees looks like he's training out again of Renegade in Karratha.
So expect to see some kicks.
Please welcome his opponent, fighting out the red corner, Brennan.
Brennan coming. Moving forward.
They always come as gamers.
Yeah. Definitely a home favourite.
First, fighting out the blue corner, trained by Ants Moala out of Renegade MMA by way of Auckland, New Zealand. He officially weighed in at 78.9 kilograms. Tonight is his debut. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kees Voerhuis. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, coached by Ryan Robertson out of MFC. He officially weighed in at 80.9 kilograms. This is his debut. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ryan Brennan.
Fighters to center ring for final instructions. All right, let's see what they've got. All right. Oh, good jab coming out. Oh, it's looking to bang, and beautiful double leg takedown. Straight into, falls into his guard. Good control of the posture here. So Ryan looking to land some effective body strikes there.
Yeah, Kees came out very, very aggressive and hard. Was landing, but unfortunately opened himself up for the takedown.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about before. When you come out reckless like that, you're always going to suffer that opening for that takedown.
It is very hard in MMA to throw multiple punches while your opponent's fresh or isn't flinching. Because when you throw those multiple punches, you plant your feet and then the takedown comes easily.
Yeah, and also remember this is their debut, so you've got the nerves and anxiety coming with a bit of it as well. So we'll see if Ryan can look to posture up and potentially land some effective strikes. Just holding him in his guard here, close guard. Oh, there he opens it up, looks to kick and get back up. Oh, well done. Stands up back to his feet. Ryan lands a good right hand on the end there. Oh, and Kees lands around the end of his own. Oh, and he's down under. Good defense on the takedown there. So that was a good entry. He seemed quite deep on that single leg over there.
Kees looks very happy to have a stand and trade.
Yeah, you could see that big smile on his face.
New Zealand generally does produce some very good Oceania kickboxers. Boys that like to stand and bang.
So Ryan just looking to out-grapple and take him down. He's got his back right against the cage. So two things there is that, one, it potentially opens up Kees to wall walk and get back up, but also makes it very difficult to move his hips because he's got no space. So if he did have an active guard to apply an armbar or something like that, it's very limited on what he can do with his back being against the cage. Ryan got good posture there and is landing some effective strikes. He's going to the old body and head combo. So he's doing well. Kees really needs to control his head better and try wall walk and get back up to his feet.
He will need to get his hips closer to the cage, maybe swing his feet around to kick off.
Yeah.
If he gets stacked up in that corner with his head flat against the bottom of the cage there, it could be a bit of trouble for him.
The problem is that if you're in closed guard like he is, you can control the posture effectively, but you can't really be active. So you can't look to attack or potentially stand up. All you're really looking to do is to hold him and potentially get the ref to maybe stand you back up because of the inactivity level. Here he opens up his guard now. Let's see what he can look to do. Potentially kick him up. Oh, and then, stands back up. Oh, and Ryan making him pay, putting right on him straight away.
Very good instincts by Ryan.
Head kick.
Not letting his opponent stand up and break away and put
really
it on him
put a lot
straight
of
away.
pressure on him.
And round one.
Good round. Ryan Brennan really making an impact and going through that grappling exchange.
Yeah, it looks comfortable in every position. Yeah. He was, winning a better at the stand-up, and he was also winning the takedown to the groundwork.
Really putting a lot of pressure as well, not giving him an inch of space to kind of gather his breath and look where he is.
Was I correct in hearing that it was his debut?
I think it's both of their debuts.
Yeah, that shows a testament to WA mixed martial arts at the moment. When a guy can come on a debut like that and he looks like, he's had 4 or 5 fights.
Yeah.
Comfortable, heard the bell, stopped his punches before the bell. Doesn't look tired.
Yeah. See if Kees can make a different game plan and be a little bit more active on his feet, move around a little bit more and potentially land some effective striking, because it looks like that's what his game plan is and that's what he's more comfortable at doing.
Well, let's start around 2. Both fighters still looking very fresh, so hopefully see some more action.
Round 2.
Ooh, nice body kick by Ryan.
Oh.
And nice counter right hand by Kees.
Ryan seems to be standing southpaw.
He has changed his leads.
Okay, he has. Could also be a lot of wrestlers generally favour their strong side to shoot on. So potentially, because he's so focused on that wrestling, he could be looking to potentially grab that shoot on that power side.
That's why you often see guys like TJ Dillonshaw change leads, because with collegiate wrestling or freestyle or Greco wrestling, you wrestle with your dominant foot forward. And then with kickboxing and boxing, it's generally the opposite.
He's doing well at kicking up, but then Ryan's not giving him any space and it's just immediately back on him. So I think he's doing really well, Ryan, of really implementing that pressure. The pressure is, can he do it for 3 rounds? Does he have the cardio to manage that? He's going to look to maybe ankle pick him there with his left hand on his ankle and then look to take him down again. What Kees needs to do is potentially get the underhook, so get his arm in between his like trapeziums like that, and really just bump his head up and try turn off the cage, get his back off the cage. Could be looking to transition for a single leg here, and then pick him up, and then finishes. Nice. Gets the half guard. See what he can do here. What we haven't seen much tonight, Aaron, is any submission attempts, really. We've seen wrestling and grappling, but we haven't seen much submission attempts. So we'll see if Ryan can look for some submission attempts.
I definitely think as we move into the pro card, you're going to see more of a wide range of skills. You've got guys on later like Pablo, who's very, very good jiu-jitsu guy. So I don't think Hilton we're going to be starved for submissions. It would be nice, as you said, to see some submissions with the amateurs, but they're quite happy to have a wrestle and a bit of a punch-up. So crowd seems to love it. So
yeah. It could be looking here like Ryan potentially could be looking for a bit of a Darth choke. See how he's trying to get his right arm underneath his neck there, and get a bit of a Darth choke. It's there if he wants it. He could potentially take it there. Yeah,
he's definitely like he's setting up the Darth, or he's just happy punching his kidneys.
See if he can reverse it here and take him down. Oh, yep, he does. Well done. Did well there. Capitalized on that position. So let's see if Ryan can look to sweep now, or potentially stand back up to his feet and look for another takedown. But this is really Kees' chance to turn the fight around, especially this round, and finish on top. Because I would say that the previous round definitely was a Ryan round. Doing well there, standing, posturing up and getting some big strikes. Good. One little bit after the bell.
Yeah.
Seems to get some aggression out.
Kees looking visibly frustrated about being held down. Wants to get a little bit of payback. So sometimes, the fighters get a little bit of blood up and go a little bit overboard. They don't mean it, really, but, when your adrenaline's pumping, you're in a fight. Sometimes they hit after the bell.
Interesting to see now that with how the fight ended, and Kees might have a bit of more confidence coming into the third round, as he was able to sweep him and end up in top. So we'll see how the round 3 turns out, if Ryan can effectively again potentially take him down at his will, or if Kees can come back.
Third round, both fighters looking still pretty fresh.
Yeah. Final round.
Well, Kees got a bit of a killer look in his eye.
They touch gloves, and let's see. So yeah, Ryan looking like he's coming out with that southpaw stance there. And immediately turns out to that single leg. See if Kees can stop that takedown. Really needs to fight those underhooks there. There he goes, getting that hand through. Needs to turn off and get off that cage. Ryan really trying to use a lot of energy to get that takedown. So he's going to pick him up and try to slam him. And finishes that takedown. He's got the closed guard. He could be looking for a Kimura on the left side there. He's got his hands clasped, but difficult position or difficult submission there to finish if he's got his hands underneath him there. Oh, it looks a bit closer there. Potentially now he's got it. I don't know. He could have it there. It looks very flexible as well. He needs to get his arm a bit closer to his back. You see how it's so far extended. Yep. His defense is to straighten his arm, but if he can get his arm towards his back and then throw it. Oh, he changes to it, and he lost it. Great attempt there, though. Just as we were talking about the submissions, there we go, Aaron. Now Ryan's going to look to make him pay for that, I'm sure. Very educated crowd cheering and seeing the Kimura or realizing the danger there.
Bit of a hard position for Kees to be stuck in with his neck like that on the fence.
Yeah, put him his back against the fence like that. got no real mobile, but Ryan really needs to stay active and make sure that he can stay that position, because the ref can potentially stand him up if he's not doing a lot of work. He needs to, again, put his feet on the hips and push him off, because in my books he's down 2 rounds and he needs to come back with a finish or a knockout. So here, let's see if he can push him off and stand up. But there he goes, beautiful. And Ryan, relentless again. He comes straight back to that takedown. Oh, well done. Oh, and takedown again. Oh, he's got a bit of a guillotine there. I don't know if he's right underneath his chin. Doesn't seem like Ryan's in any danger at all yet.
Yeah, just gave the ref the old thumbs up.
Yeah. Yeah, his head's going to pop out in a second. There it is, and he's out.
Give credit to Ryan and his conditioning. He's been pressuring the whole time with his takedowns.
Sure. I think that's the key to him winning the fight, is he's just relentless pressure. He just doesn't stop. His head is on your chest non-stop. He hasn't given Kees an opportunity to land those strikes.
10 seconds left.
We spoke about it earlier, but being wrestling dominating that fight. And that's exactly, there it is, straight away. And time. And that's the end of round 3. Good fight.
Good fight by both fighters, both game.
Yeah. If Kees takes anything home from tonight, I think it's that wrestling aspect. He's really got to try work on that takedown defense. And Ryan, he did really well. He implemented his game plan, took minimal damage, and put a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah, you're seeing what we were talking about earlier with strikers. If they move backwards into the fence, it's the grappler's game.
Yeah.
If they move around like what Tom Funk earlier, and cut their angles, then that's a big difference. The cage itself here, different fight shows have different size cages. This cage itself is quite small, so you're going to see a lot of action. Yeah. And the small cages do favour the grapplers.
That was the end of fight number 7.
After 3 rounds, we head to the judges for a decision. All 3 judges score it 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision out of the red corner, Ryan Brennan.
Good showing by Ryan. If you're at home and you're wondering what's that in his ears, he's got some strapping tape wrapped around his spaces, so he's got a bit of a dangly earlobes. Safety first.